2 years ago, 2023, we, obviously won the national championship, and 2024, half of those guys were gone, and, we hovered around 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 in the national rankings the whole year. And then the other half of those guys are gone. So, there are 3 single starters that did play in the national championship that are all seniors. And I think it's really unique that those 3, 2 of those 3, AJ and Casey, did not get to play in the starting lineup their freshman year. They had to kind of develop, and then their sophomore year they got into the lineup, and they helped push us over the edge. Like they were very much the reason that we were able to win the national championship, and they feel proud of that, and they felt like they had ownership over that. And then their junior year last year, they got that bad taste, that taste that, we sat there and we watched Claremont play against Chicago in the national championship in St. Louis last year, and thinking to ourselves, we beat both these teams in the regular season. Boy, this really, really stinks. Like that tasted horrible. That was sour milk. So I think those guys went into the summer working really, really hard. I think our guys are in extremely good shape. I surprised them 1 week before school started and said, hey, your fitness test is something completely different than it's ever been. And it was impressive in the first week how they were able to adjust to it and accomplish it, because it wasn't easy. And so I think that started with the seniors. They kept the guys going all summer. They kept, they kept a weekly catch-up calls that they did. Every tournament that they played over the summer, they tried to do it with each other so that they were spending time with each other. And I'll be honest, this freshman class, this insurgence of energy has been really great. I mean, we had 3 players in this class that made it to Kalamazoo. That's the junior nationals, which is not easy. You got to be top 150 in the United States to make that tournament. We had 3 guys playing in that tournament. They're walking around, wearing their Case shirts, hanging out with each other. And they're confident and they're fit. And so I'm really excited to see what they can do. And the story I keep telling them, to go back to the senior classes, look, even these high level, highly ranked recruits that we got that are seniors now, even they had to sit there and wait for their chance to play in that starting lineup, and they had to develop, and then you could see it, like they really want to get it right away, and they're pretty motivated. But yeah, I think overall, this is a completely new chemistry. It's a totally new vibe, and this is why we do what we do. I mean, I love my job because every single year brings its own new challenge. I mean, if I was working at 9 to 5, where I was kind of doing the same thing year over year and trying to hit my numbers and make my sales, or, produce enough chips or whatever I'm doing, I don't know, like it doesn't have sort of the jolt of energy you get at this time of year every year, where you're just like, wow, okay, what's this product going to look like and what are they going to be able to accomplish? We're definitely good enough. I'm looking around at a lot of the other top teams, the recruits they brought in, who's returning to what teams. This summer was tough. I mean, 2 summers ago, being able to answer the question as to like how the team is and how's everything going, it's really easy to answer that question when you win a national title. This past summer, I had to answer questions as to, how come you didn't, we weren't able to do it again? And how's the team looking this year? You guys think you can do it? And I'm like, well, it's August, and the national championships are in May. It's single elimination, and if you're not great for 2 weeks in May, then you got to spend the next series of months explaining why you weren't good enough. The thing that I do know is that it really takes every single variable to be able to climb to the top of that mountain. You need the right chemistry, you need the right vibe on the team, you need the guys to love each other, you need to be fit as, all get out. And then you got to be good enough at tennis. And so, what we know in the first week is, are we good enough at tennis? And I think, yeah, we're good enough at tennis. Are we going to be tough enough? Are we going to be mentally tough enough? Are we going to be physically strong enough? Are we going to be so hungry on December 10th, when it's snowing and I have finals, but I want to get, maybe keep keep that extra workout going to make sure my fitness level stays there. I see in this group a really, really laser focus out of them. They seem locked in and really wanting to like get back to where we were in 23, and they seem really angry about what happened last year. Like I said, watching Chicago and Claremont play in that national title match, we were the ones in it for 4 years. That was not easy. You know, personally, and I think for them, I mean, we have to go back to St. Louis for regionals this fall, and the only thing I told our business ops person was, you better make sure that we're not at the same hotel we stayed in May, because that was like probably my highest nightmare of 4-day stretch I've ever experienced. So we're definitely staying on the other side of St. Louis when we head to regionals this fall. But I think we're just hungry, and they're working really, really hard. All they want to do is be on the court. They're very motivated. They're very talented. These freshmen are fit and talented, and I can't wait to see what they do this weekend as we start off our first fall invite with 3 top 10 teams in the country and 6 top 25 teams in the country, all putting their players against each other to see who wants to lead that first weekend as the leader in the clubhouse. So the biggest thing that we've been focusing on right now has been our doubles. We've got a lot of open spots in the doubles lineup. We graduated 3 of those guys, and the entire starting doubles lineup from nationals minus 1 guy. So there will be 5 guys in the doubles out of 6 that have not played in the national title or national championship. So we need to see better volleys, better backhand volleys. We got to see more athleticism getting up on overheads, and just where to cover the spots on the court. That's literally like what we've been laser focused on this first 2 weeks. As far as the results go, the results are kind of take care of themselves. I think we're uber competitive. I mean, all of us on this team, they wouldn't be on this team if they weren't insanely competitive. So winning every match that they play is obviously the goal. I'm not going to sit here and say like, man, it was close, but we really got better. Like, we want to win. We want to be the best team at every tournament we go to. We want to win the most matches out of anybody at any tournament we go to. And like I said, the tennis is there. Our guys are good enough. It's just like that winning mentality is something that at the college level is an adjustment for these new guys. So I want to compete. I mean, summer's hard for me, like not playing any matches or competing. Like I just, I'm addicted to that feeling that you get when you get a big win. So we're going to get tons of those opportunities over the course of the next month. And, AJ's got to defend his regional championship. We won the doubles. So whoever that is that steps in to play in the doubles at regionals has to defend that title. So there's that pressure there, and making it to the fall IPA Cup. That extends our season a couple of weeks. That's really important. So I want that. I want that extra couple of weeks. I want to take that trip down to Rome, Georgia, and hang out there at Berry College and play those extra matches against D2, D3, NAI, and JUCO teams. Something we've been really privileged to be a part of for the past 5 years, and we want to do it more. So I'm hoping that's how the fall season kind of caps off, is at that ITA Cup in Georgia, because we've won a lot of matches and we've done well. And that's, that should propel us into the ITA National Indoors in February and give us the confidence to know that we have what we need to win as a team.